Hello chat. Is everything working? I have no idea. Hold on. Cooked. Okay, is this working, yes or no? If not, I'll see if I can try and restart it. Okay, are we back? Hello? Hello, water? Can you all see the game? Because the game is up at this point. Favorite stream. Can you actually see the visuals, yes or no? Because if you can't, then that's an error I've got to sort out. You can see the visuals? Okay, great. I will get started. Let me just quickly go over... Sorry for the delay, by the way. I was busy eating soup. Sleep time, damn. Gone already. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So, here's the stream. Not stream. Sinners. Here's the team. Don't die. I wish. We'll probably be going with just Ryoshu, Sinclair, Heathcliff, and Ishmael to start. Although we could level up some others and try out new teams. I've seen somebody suggest don't choke on your soup. I've already eaten my soup, thank you. I do have a Diet Coke here now. But anyway, I'll probably try leveling up the Hongler, because I've heard an interesting strategy of just those two. So actually, let's just do one of these. I'll see. I'll still wait for more people to join. Let's see if I can not this. Alright, so how's everyone's day been so far? Hello, hello, welcome. Oh yes, music. So if anybody wants to suggest some music, go ahead, because I'm not going to be playing the background music, so you know, actually record. Decent audio quality? Hold on, let me just move it back better now. Oh, you're dead. That's good. That sounds nice. Thank you. I'm going to need it. Apparently we're just doing some excavation so we can level up Honglu. Game is too loud compared to your voice. Okay, hold on. Game is 10 times louder than you. Okay, hold on. I can fix that. If I... Hold on. Okay, one moment. If I do that... Alright, let's see... How do I compare to it now? Too quiet? Too loud? Can you still hear me, or is it still far too loud? No music. Yeah, the no music is so I can record and then play back the audio at, like, really far. Basically, it's so much better. Great. The no music is so basically what I can do is, if I record, then I can take the snippets and play whatever music I want in the background. Otherwise, I would have random snippets of, I think it's Lone Wolf, I think is Batcliff's theme? Not sure, don't quote me on that one. Or it's Kanto... It'll be Kanto 6 Boss Fight 3? Or something. Right, so yeah, just to repeat myself again once more time, we're quickly just getting some XP tickets so we can level up Honglu to try a duo, because I saw somebody suggesting that as a strategy. Feels so off. Well, no music. I precisely know what you're saying there. It's even more uncanny when you're booting up the game, because the loading screen without any sound effects at all is just... So it's, yeah, he just has to... That's where he's got, like, his tablet playing music in the background. He's just got the Library Ruin OST going on. Okay, yes. Music suggestions. If anybody has any music suggestions that aren't going to get me copyright struck into the ground... No lament on loading, yeah. No, it's awful. It's really weird too when it's updating, because it's just dead silence. Like, not even the, like, shaking of the bus. Really strange. Fury OST? Great, hold on, I'll put that on then. Just one moment. And, yippee, I managed to not lose this time. Okay. OST. Alright. I'll just shuffle that. Alright. Can you guys still hear that, actually? Oh, no, you can't. Hold on. Can you hear that now? Oh, that'll still be... Hold on. Let me lower that. Let me lower that. Okay. There we are. Right. Can you hear me? It's really loud. Okay, one moment. Better? It's quieter now, I think. Make it quieter. Is this good? That's good? Great, great. Okay. Let's quickly level up Honglu. Much better. Great. Perfect. There we are. Alright, let's get started. There we are. Alright, so... Let's just quickly do this. Oh, can you just really going down in style? Yeah. Okay, let me start recording. There we are. Cool. Time to begin. So I haven't done this strategy before, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Hopefully not too bad. But I mean, that's up to debate. You've got to... Oh god. Okay, lucky first turn. Very nice. We just have to... Is this Ricardo strat? Not really. Because... So, basically the strategy is... I saw somebody else suggesting it to me. What we're trying to do is have Heathcliff here to clash as much as possible. And then Honglu is here for his sinking... Applicate... because of targeting, right? Not necessarily, because he isn't... Heathcliff isn't invincible. This fight would be infinitely easier if Heathcliff was invincible, but instead it's the opposite. If Heathcliff dies, the entire fight ends. So, I think... Does he actually... I'm not sure if Honglu has any sinking potency. That might have been somebody suggesting using Yisang, actually, now that I think about it. Two sinking, two... I guess we'll see when we see his skill 3 rock around. First few turns are going to be a little bit awkward. Oh, no. Yisang clashes like shit. Yeah, he basically does. He would only be there if we could... If we were to do a larger team roster, then we would have Yisang, Heathcliff, then probably some good clashes. Well, obviously Heathcliff has to be there for any team. Yisang would be there to apply Stink. I heard somebody actually suggested spam Chains of Others build, which sounded interesting, but I'm not sure if I could pull it off. Not least because my Gregor is not upgraded in this. Ah, we've gotten unlucky. Yippee. This will stagger him. Meaning these... Because if we could clash with these, that'd be great. Does this apply sinking? Okay, so that doesn't apply sinking Potency. Yeah, well that's that's the end of the first attempt. Let's just go back to the classic. Or I could try and... See, if I had Gregor, I could put together a... It would be Gregor Maso... Just trying to... Because you've got to get Gloom. It would be Gregor Maso... Ishmael Heathcliff? And then maybe add Sinclair for damage, I think. How though, do you even have enough resources? Basically... You need Gloom to Envy. Heathcliff produces a ton of Envy because his skill 3 is all Envy. Then Gregor has... Well, he can use Gloom anytime, but he also has a skill 1 of Gloom, and we only need 1 per turn. And then... What else do we need for this? We also need Sloth, which would be provided, first of all, by Maso himself, but also by... not you. If we wanted to add... Otis? I think Otis has some Gloom, yeah. Yeah, Sloth, sorry. Gregor not on bench. Yeah, the thing is, I don't even know if he actually activates right now. Because you need 3 Gloom, which we can get if we put Otis on, but I haven't actually been running Otis. I've been at most running Ishmael, basically is the sole source of Gloom, which is annoying because she has Gloom usage. I think, let's just go back to the old strategy for a little bit. Let's do that. Double slot. Oh, wait, get out of here, hungry. Yeah, so it's him, yeah, he has Sinking Count, and then Fragile, below SP0, so that's really good for second phase, I believe. Then you've got here Gregor, who has... does not have Count? No, hold on. Who has Count? It's not you. Bleed... skill up, if we could solo with Don. Your Tremor. Does someone really not have Sinking Potency? I mean, not Potency, Count. Ah. Well then, let's just go with this team. Alright, good start. Yeah. I think after the first success on that one, you can't actually lose the attack with Ishmael's skill 3. I think. I don't want to put that to the test, but... Alright, there we are. Now. Let's do this, Then... Wait, hold on. Yeah, alright, and then you can offset that. Hello, welcome to the stream! Yeah. Using Heath. Heath is a great base ID. Like, it is genuinely... I probably wouldn't use him for an actual team because, I mean, he's a base ID, but out of the base IDs, he was one of the ones I was like, yeah, I'm having him on my team. It was Otis, him, and Ryoshu were the 3 I had picked before actually doing my research, just because of the insane amounts of damage they deal. Otis isn't here right now because she's extremely blunt. I think she's blunt and one of the Sin Affinities. Weak. Full challenge, yeah, 300 subs. Yeah, I had less when I was starting, actually. I had, I think 100 or so. Like, this has absolutely been amazing for the channel. Seriously, I feel so lucky. Like, yeah. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Okay, let's... Instead, rather than trying to clash these, because I don't think we can. What's this? Yeah. Neutral, that's better at least. Neutral, and then take a neutral off their hands. There we are. Right, this way we shouldn't take as much damage because we can't clash these. Yeah, I would be interested to hear what challenges people would like to see next, because I've been thinking about doing challenge runs of the other few games. Specifically, well, I mean, yeah, there are only 2 other games. But yeah, I had a few ideas for, I actually had a few ideas for Ruiner, most of all, because I haven't actually beaten Ruiner properly, so the idea would be trying to beat Ruiner with various shifting challenges for each reception. Because I don't know if I could do a full challenge run despite... No, full challenge run seeing as I haven't actually beaten the game before. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I don't think this is going to succeed as a run. As in, like, this battle. Purely because it was a really bad start we got off to. Because if we were closer to the stagger bar by this point, I think we'd have a run going, but... I mean, at least he isn't at super high SP at the moment. If he was at 45, it would definitely be over. But as is, not too bad. I don't know. Actually, maybe. I might be with a chance. If we can stagger him before he puts his shield back up again, we're probably fine. Low speed, very nice. If I could hit my shots. Struggling, fun. Okay, let's have you instead go here. I'm really not sure what I should be talking about, seeing as a lot of my focus is currently going into not dying horribly. So if you've got any suggestions for stuff to talk about, just start talking about it, I suppose. This is... That feels kind of lucky to have happened, but I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. Oh, that's annoying. As soon as I start speaking about being lucky. Challenge run. I might do challenge runs that are mods, like, further down the line. Because for now I think just doing niches of content. Yeah, I tried doing other games, actually, and... Yeah, no, completely, like, not very good. But, to be honest, I enjoy playing Windless Company enough that doesn't really matter to me. Let's do this, actually. Oh, that's not good. Okay, at least he's going to be staggered here. What do you play on a daily basis? It actually varies quite heavily, because I like a lot of indie games. Fighting it, I love Yomi Hustle, actually. That's one of the ones I don't play. Oh, that must be the worst possible scenario that could... Oh, my... And we've lost. How far away were we? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, because no matter what yeah. I mean, he might... No, he's not. Yeah, Yomi, really like. I play, actually, CDDA a decent amount. I'm trying to think what other games I play, really. It varies heavily depending on what sort of mood I'm in. Recently I have been playing a lot of Limbus, but that's mainly just because, I mean, it's quite literally what I do to make videos. It's that or editing at the moment I do quite a bit of, which sounds sad, but I mean, it's what I'm doing. But otherwise, game-wise, I'm trying to think. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, no, not really sure. Varies heavily. Do like Yomi. Cheese later fried strength. Okay, the ruling I've got with cheese is more so... If I don't know about the cheese strategy when I perform it, it's completely fine, because that's just a strategy at that point. I will get access to Pigrita once I finish this Kanto. And then, obviously, Suburbia next Kanto. But for now, no. I don't have access to any of those powers. That's gonna be fun. It might be the end of this attempt. Yeah. I should get staggered here. When you finish? Before Nelly. You really? Oh, you do get it before Nelly, actually, don't you? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because you get it when you run to catch up. Honestly, yeah, I might use it then when I unlock it. Not too far away. We only have to beat this boss, then this boss, Wild Hunt, and then do you have to fight O King 1 before Nelly? It's been a while since I've done this Kanto. So I don't know how much Durante would help. Okay, so I'll say exactly why Durante would be really helpful. It's because speed RNG is hellish. All 3 of my really, really good runs have ended because Heathcliff's been staggered, and then Batcliff rolls a 5 whilst everyone else has rolled like 4 and 3. At that point, if I could use Durante, I would have won the attempts. If I'd King 1. Okay, that's King 1, then Nelly, then everyone. Okay, that's not too bad. I've heard mixed things. I do believe, from what I've heard, everything I've heard, this is the hardest boss of Kanto 6. At least with the base IDs, which I find really funny. That's not good. Just that you've got, like, full power O-King, and he's beaten out by this one guy with a bat. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of this run. Yeah. Dimensional posture, I was crying about speed. Yeah, it's... damage you can deal with. Because damage, you've got defensive skills, you can clash differently. The most important thing in the game, other than SP, which you can't really control directly, is fast you can use Honglu. Damage is useless, you need to stabilize rolls. I did try using Honglu quickly before. I might get rid of Ishmael for Honglu, potentially, if we keep failing some runs. That is a god start, holy. You don't see that often. Normally, like, you're trying to use Yiseng passive. Hold on. See, okay, let me just explain why I'm not using it. This must be really good for Clash. The problem is the fact that his speed is terrible. And speed is basically king here. Try using Faust for representation emitter. I can't actually remember what representation emitters needs are. But yeah, the problem is I can't activate this because the one source of gloom on this team currently is right here, and Gregor's passive is similarly the same. Heathcliff, Faust, Yusang. Okay. Sadly, with those two, I don't actually have Faust and Yusang upgraded right now, which means I could, in theory, hit the XP Lux for the next hour or two, but... Got Pride. Gluttony. Do I produce Gluttony? Other than Sinclair, I don't think I do it clashing anything before and after applying his ego. Yeah, if I can get his ego up, if I can make a good team to reliably get chains of others going, it would be fine. But the problem is I don't really know how I could do that without him just dying horribly. Oh, this is... Just class part. The problem is her winning clashes in the first place. If she can win a clash in the first place, great. But if she can't, then she's just sort of a bit of dead weight. Paralyzed would be really useful, though, to have. Heavily debuffed Heathcliff. Okay. Should I then, after this attempt, if it fails, go do XP Lux and level her up and try it? Try having her. Because, I mean, I could just keep doing this. It might not mean... Because I'm worried XP Lux might not exactly be the most entertaining of content. I say that and you've all clicked on this video to watch me attack this millions of times, so... debatable. I've already won with 3 sinners. Okay. After this, then, I'll go get that, and then see how that strategy works. Having start canonically. Yeah. Lots of people have said that the IDs themselves are being used canonically. Oh, that's awful. This is... Sorry, one moment. Yeah, no, that's end. Let's go do some XP Lux. The Sinners do canonically use their IDs, but apparently, according to the story, there's quite a lot of luck behind it. Which doesn't really feel accurate, considering it's specifically, I think, in To Claim Their Bones. They don't have to worry about their own lives and fight. Yeah, that's sort of hinted at in Ricardo. is the fact that they basically, if they die, they just get back up and keep going. But, yeah, it's... Hold on. Let me think. Yeah, so they do use IDs, canonically. But I always feel like the IDs... The way they talk about the IDs in story, they're nowhere near as powerful as they actually are. Specifically into Claim Their Bones, the guy that comes onto the bus and then basically insults all of the sinners and then calls them good-for-nothing meat shields, it feels so far off the truth. Yeah, this one's lost their shit. Yeah, Ricardo's strategy was basically just keep fighting. But yeah, I really don't like the fact that most people treat the sinners like they're absolutely nothing, because they are insanely powerful. Like, even without the IDs, in of themselves, the base sinners are very strong, which I've proved by getting to this point at least. But when you've got a team where, like, you've got 2 people that can become literal embodiments of death, and then also some butlers, but we're going to ignore that. I don't get how and why people go out of their way to go like, they're not strong, what are you talking about? Just feels really strange narratively to me. Because it's... even... there are a few points in the fight where... dialogue, sorry. Where the game sort of has a bit of a disconnect with reality. Just going to... oh god, straight to grade 1. But yeah, so... in Kanto 3, when you're fighting against, what's her name? Chroma. When you're fighting against Chroma's distorted form, and it's all like, oh, all the sinners are dead or dying, we're gonna lose this fight. I had the base IDs, and none of them were even remotely dead. Like, they said he's not color strong, there's no way getting your roll and get right. I think, so, because the canonical reason why power creep actually happens in Limbus Company is because as the sinners grow stronger, mentally, they have access to stronger IDs. So, in a Walpurgisnacht in, like, several years, we might get color IDs, but it's a while away. But yeah. There's just certain disconnects, like the... oh yeah, everybody's died to Chrome. I had the base IDs, none of them were even close to dying. Like, I get that terrain was supposed to be melting them, but show that through a passive then. The only point in the game where I've actually felt the dialogue, or out-of-battle sequences, perfectly conveyed what was going on was... I disconnected from a okay, hold on. Let me just finish my train of thought on that, and then I'll get back to that. What's next? Okay, hold on. I'll answer this backwards. So, the only time I've ever felt that the story's out-of-battle cutscene has been accurate was Ricardo. Because with my initial team, I had a bunch of slash IDs. My team had died over and over again, and was so close to death. Which, yeah, so having them all obliterated in an instant felt accurate to my experience. Whereas stuff like, I actually soloed the final fight of Kanto 6. So to hear all the other sinners had died, from what? They weren't even fighting. But yeah, okay, so... might be how they're disconnected. I think that might be the case, because the Limbus Company before Team is mainly used to the actual sinners being terrible at their jobs, that's why they need to do everything, which you can see through the 2 people whose names I've forgotten. And then the After Team probably thinks we're stupid too, because we leave a massive, like, waste in our way. But yeah, okay, secondly, what will be done after all the base sinners? The reason I think that there will be more is due to the fact that whenever you click on it, like the actual game, you get given Inferno, right? And then the Inferno menu drops down to reveal all the cantos. Now, the Divine Comedy, the book it's based off of, has Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso, I think, and also has over 100 cantos, actually. So I think after they've done all the sinners one time, they probably either will replace them, which would be absolutely insane, and I don't think they will, or you go back over them again. Which I definitely feel has to happen for sinners like, hold on. We got the name. Rhodia. Rhodia and Gregor are set up to have some amazing character development once they get included in the story. And they haven't right now. I definitely think they have to be gone over again. And part of the reason why I think Gregor, as a character, will actually have a lot of interesting things in the future is to do with his sprite for his base ego. The sprite for his base ego on the arm that is, like, resting on the floor. I don't know why I circled. It's not up. The arm that's resting on the floor has all the different symbols from the library on it, which really makes me feel that, and in combination with the fact that Herman is the major antagonist for us, there's definitely something more to Gregor's arm, that he's just using it as a bug arm, because that's how he views himself, because, you know, the whole plotline of the Metamorphosis. If I had to go completely crack theory to fighting the dog, good luck. Actually, Hindley... Distorted Hindley isn't too bad, but he still took me like a good hour. But yeah. What was I saying? I completely forgot my train of thought here. If I had to go complete crack theorist with it, I think Inferno is showing off the flaws with all the sinners, because that's what actually happened. Oh, Sad Dog Heath. Lamenter. Good luck with that. But yeah, because I've actually read the Divine Comedy. Inferno goes over the sins of the people. It doesn't really go over what they're doing to change, because they can't change. They're just stuck in torment forever. Purgatorio, you see people who have experienced the sins, and what they're doing to sort of pay off what they've done. And then also there's probably going to be a major change from... Okay, spoilers for I don't know how old the Divine Comedy is, but spoilers for a very old book. But Virgil leaves Dante when they reach Paradiso, and he gets replaced by some other guide. So I do think it is likely that eventually Virgilius might leave us and be replaced by somebody else. So I definitely think there is wider character development to be done by that. And it is... yeah. What else was I going to say? I do actually find it really interesting, having read a lot of the source material for the Sinners, how different they are. Because Spot On, like, not Spot On, the forest, the Dark Forest, not Dark Forest, essentially, probably get first day left ego. Maybe. I think mentally strong, yeah, potentially. But, I mean, Gregor got the first Valve ego, and I don't think he's mentally strong in the slightest. I haven't gotten around to that one. That's that and the Veritable Adventures of Don Quixote. I haven't read either of those, because they're the two insanely long ones. But yeah, it's interesting. The first scene, the prologue of this game, is basically perfect for what happens in the Divine Comedy. Not really. I'll need to... But... So Dante is getting chased by the she-wolf, a she-wolf, a lion, and a panther. And then Virgil arrives, and... yeah, that seems accurate. I can't imagine very many people asked for it. But yeah, so Virgil appears in the Divine Comedy, and then beats the living daylights out of them and sends them back to, I think, Hell? I'm not sure if they're supposed to be from Hell, like, in the book. He suggests they're not holy. But then what I find really interesting, personally, is the fact that... Hold on, let's go back here. Virgil's actually far, far kinder to Dante in the Divine Comedy, compared to, like, Limbus Company, where he's incredibly terse, and he's only now beginning to warm up to him. In Divine Comedy, he's basically praising Dante all the time, which is really funny. Honestly, the Divine Comedy is a very funny read. Not in the classical sense of comedy, but Dante spends his entire time... I would be excited to see that too, that would be good. But yeah, in the actual Divine Comedy, Dante spends most of the time, like, showing off his moral virtues, because it's self-insert character. And then Virgil spends most of his time complimenting him. It's like, oh yes, you're so just. Your sorrow for all the sinners is truly a great virtue. And then, the other half of the time, Dante spends, like, a lot of his energy just saying all the bad things about... But yeah, Dante then spends the rest of his time shit-talking the rest of Italy. Like, it's hilarious, because you'll be like, yeah, please put me in your writings, Dante. Just, yeah, it's incredible. Like, going around a bunch of historical figures who he either doesn't like or thinks doesn't deserve to be in hell. Where's Batcliff? We're just quickly leveling up some sinners so we can go back to the different team layout. But yeah, it is definitely the first form of modern fanfiction. It is hilarious, because then sometimes there'll be people he doesn't like, historically, and he'll go, "You deserve to stay in hell!" It's hilarious. It's genuinely so funny. There's one, I think, where a priest says, like, "Oh, I embezzled money," and he just goes off into a massive page, like, I think an entire Kanto's worth of saying, "You are a plight on the earth. You deserve to be in hell. How could you do this?" It's very funny. It's absolutely hilarious. And then also, specifically in the last layer of hell, he basically makes something up about a political figure he doesn't like, and then goes, "Oh yeah, sometimes people, if they've committed sins so egregious, will be sent to hell early." So essentially what he's done is, there's a modern political figure that he really didn't like, so he's gone, his soul is already in hell and he's been replaced by a demon. That's how bad he is. Which is hilarious. It's amazing. Seriously, I know it's not supposed to be funny, but it is incredibly funny to me. Yeah. He basically does make up a bunch of characters that he either likes to compliment him or doesn't like to insult them. It's amazing. I do, honestly, though, I like its form of purgatory. At least non-Christian purgatory. Because it's essentially just a place where all the really cool philosophers hang out. Like, it's not just vast emptiness. It's, if you had nobility in life, you get to go into a better station and hang out with, like, Plato, Aristotle. Saladin is also there, which is an interesting part. But, yeah, very funny. Still, yeah. Trying to think of the other books I've read. Just the differences. I haven't read The Wings, but it is really interesting how... I don't know. But yeah, hold on. Let me get back my train of thought. Yeah, The Wings. It's the only time, I think, where the actual story behind one of the Kantos is, like, worse than... Like, not worse. Is actually more disturbing than the Kanto itself. Because essentially The Wings, spoilers for The Wings here, is about a very autistic person who has to... Well, not has to. He sleeps in the back of his own house whilst his wife is a prostitute, and he doesn't realise. He just thinks people show up and pay her money for the joy of it. And when he forms that idea, he's like, okay, I want joy. So then he takes, like, meager amounts of money he has, and he goes out and he starts just paying people. Because he's like, this is how people experience happiness. That's what everybody does with my wife, therefore, there must be something inherently good about this. So, yeah, still not realizing why people are actually paying his wife money. He returns home, and then she shouts at him for some reason because he's not supposed to be out. But prior to this, he's basically spent all his time in this back room being fed by her and kept from the light. And then he pays her because he just thinks, oh, this is enjoyable, people do this. But she takes it to mean that he's realized what she's doing. So then she cries, and then takes him inside and lets him sleep in the same bed as her, which he really likes, so he keeps paying her, because he's like, oh yeah, paying people is fun. Until eventually she starts giving him sleeping pills, so he won't wake up, basically, as much, so she can go back to doing a job. Which, basically then, he gets trapped into a permanent state of sleeplessness, until eventually he wakes up, and thinks, what are these? These are sleeping pills. And then he's like, oh no. So he steals them and runs. And then whilst he's running, he talks himself into believing that she was actually trying to do the best thing for him, and that might have just been medication for her. So then he goes back to try and apologize and hand back over the medication, the sleeping pills that he thinks are now hers, and he thinks he's completely in the wrong. And she's already with another man. So then the ending of the Wings is him running off to, I believe, the top of a mountainside, and, like, lamenting his existence. So yeah, compared to Kanto 4, the Wings is really screwed up. Bro's really cooked, absolutely. Most of Kanto 4 is more based on Yi-sang the poet himself, rather than Yi-sang's work, which is fair. But yeah. The other one, I'm really interested to see how they're going to turn Maso's story into a Kanto. Because there's a few interesting things that make it different from the story. So the initial line of the l'étranger, the outsider or the stranger, depending on which translation you read, starts with mother died, I think it's mother died today, or it might have been yesterday. And so basically every sinner's quote is normally a thing from the book. Obviously Ishmael's is call me Ishmael, etc, etc, etc. But Maso's is I killed mother today, or it might have been yesterday. So it's really interesting, the fact that it's already differentiated between mother died and I killed her, which is Maso, which is really interesting. Also, yeah, Carmen being called the sun, and then Maso's famous shooting an Arab man 12 times because of the sun. He's definitely got a distort. His distortion is he just gets handed a gun. Are you able to lose Roxanne? No, okay. But yeah, I'm really curious, because the entire point of Maso's story is learning life is meaningless. And I have no idea how they're going to pull that off. Because basically everybody has some sort of desire, the reason why they're going back to where they are, something they wanted to do. But Maso as a character inherently doesn't have that. What Maso does is basically just, in every moment, he does what he feels like. Until eventually he ends up in jail, and then he starts lamenting that he can't have a cigarette. That's the entire reason he joins Limbus Company, so he can get, you know, another pack of cigarettes. But yeah, it's... So he killed the man just because. He killed the man... Okay, so basically he gets given the gun by his friend, in extreme inverted commas. Well, no, he doesn't. He asks for it because he's like, it's better strategically for me to have the gun, because if he rushes you with a knife, I can shoot him. And then he goes swimming later on, because that didn't escalate to a fight. And he sees the Arab man there on the beach with a knife. And he starts gesturing it towards him. So Maso, somehow with a gun working from swimming in the ocean, pulls it out, shoots him, I think twice, and then walks over and empties the rest of the gun on him. Which is really... And the reason he does that is because the sun gets in his eyes. It's a magical waterproof gun, yes. Gunpowder works famously whilst wet in France. That's how that works. Or Algeria, actually. Yeah, it's interesting. And then in court, he's like, I killed him in self-defense, and they ask, 28 bullet wounds, yeah. It's like, yeah. So if you were firing in self-defense, why did you unload an entire gun onto a dead man? Which he doesn't really have an answer for. Because obviously you can't answer, the sun was in my eyes. Really is a stranger. Okay, that's actually an interesting... Less to do with Limbus Company here. I really find it interesting the differences in translation between of L'Étranger. Sinking and ID animation is a clean style. I really like Sinking. Sinking is amazing. It's a French water-propelling gun. Yeah, I find it interesting because L'Étranger obviously has multiple meanings. It could either be the stranger or the outsider. And what I find it really interesting is that the British version, so the one I read initially, has L'Étranger translated to the outsider, versus the more common translation of L'Étranger to the stranger. And I, honestly, as a literary translation, prefer the outsider, because I just feel that it captures more of what Musou is, more than a stranger, because he's not really a stranger, everybody knows him. The point is that, even with all that, he's an outsider to everything that goes on. That he doesn't comprehend the basic social cues that everybody else has. Honestly, I'm really excited to see what they do with it, because it's one of my favourite books from all the Sinners, and I'm just really not sure how they're actually going to convert it. Going back to ID animations, I really like Wild Hunts. What I find really interesting... Yes. Somebody... I haven't actually read Crime and Punishment. Yeah, that's really interesting, actually. But yeah, so... Roji's Kanto is very... Because I haven't read Crime and Punishment myself, but I have a friend who did. And it's interesting that they switched the female main... well, they switched the genders of the two main characters. Which, yeah, I guess it's done to balance the Sinners 6-6, but still. Strange. Funny gambling in Mexicans. Yeah, I do really feel like Kanto 1 and 2 are lost Kantos. That Kanto 3, you begin to see the Limbus Company writing team hit their stride, but it's still... most of the Kanto isn't very good. But it's nowhere near as bad as Kanto 2. Because what does Kanto 2 have going for it? If you like gambling... you've got gambling. If you like, I don't know, unfocused boss fights, you got some of those. And then if you like not having a final boss fight, there you are. How's everybody saying it? Oh, because it's excited. Anyway, yeah, it's... yeah, it's not very good. At least Kanto 1 is short. That's what Kanto 1 has going for it. And also it's got a really interesting sidekick in, well, side character in the form of Yuri. Kanto 2 and 3 Part 2, so that's why I do believe that we won't get them redone, but I do believe that the Sinners will get another shot in the form of Purgatorio and Paradiso. Because I really just don't see how they can convey the entire story of Sinners in one Kanto. Although it does have the interesting problem of, obviously, Gregor, Rhodia, and Sinclair, to some degree, all have character development to still go on. But then, how are you going to character development Don? What is there left to actually develop there? So, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they handle it, mostly. But, I'm sure they will. Good writing team. Yeah. Character... health checkup, yeah. I would actually like to see some of the Sinners who don't get very much characterization talked about. Like in the future, earlier Kantos get remade. Would I? No. And I'll explain why I don't think it should be redone. Is because the entirety of the game up until now has been done off of those base Kantos. I think that if they're going to get redone, if they're going to get more deserved character development, it should happen in a future Kanto, rather than one before. That's just my personal opinion, though. Yeah, I would like to see Sinners who don't get talked about very much in the story. She's Chancellor in the future. I think Don Quixote is a reasonable thing for her to stick with, because Don is obviously the symbol of notoriety, and then Quixote is the name she chooses. But it's fitting that Don Quixote in the books, there is no Don Quixote. Don Quixote is Alonso. So it's really fitting that Sancho calls herself Don Quixote, despite not actually being Don Quixote, because Don Quixote is more of an ideal than an actual person. But yeah, one of the... I think the difference a good Intervello makes to characterization of a character is insane. Faust went from being one of my least favourite Sinners until Murder on the Warp Express came out, and now she's, like, top 3. Because okay, hold on. Yeah, top 3. Because my top is probably Yi-Sang, Heathcliff, Faust. I do like Don Quixote, but I just prefer Heathcliff, Yi-Sang, and then Faust. I really like what's been set up for Faust to have that difference in characterizations of her when she's connected to the Gestaltstadt. I probably butchered that pronunciation, sorry to any Germans here. But, yeah. I feel that's really interestingly set up to just have that a possibility to explore. Whereas Rhodia's one chance to shine in Intervello, that being time-killing time, she spent basically going over the same plot points she went over in her Kanto. So if I could go back and have all the foresight, I think time-killing time should have been the Faust Discord, yeah. I feel like time-killing time's story for Rhodia should have been Kanto 2. I know I said I don't want to rework it, but I think... Oh, what am I doing? Looking more into that background should have been done in her initial Kanto rather than an Intervello for... I'm not really sure it's an Intervello for. It's a bit of an all over the place... Oh, sorry, knocked my mic. Bit of an all over the place Intervello. Let's not use the base IDs on this XP Lux. Yeah. Sorry, by the way, that this has turned into a XP Lux stream rather than a Batcliff stream, which was what it was advertised as. We'll get there eventually. Just have to keep clicking damage. But yeah, it's that. I think Yi-Sang has more to explore in his character. Because, I mean, he's got that whole trying to become more human, less cold, and then also flirting with Faust, apparently. Rhodia has an entire character development arc to go on, and whether or not that character development arc means becoming better or becoming just psychopathic or paranoid. Just level up Faust. Faust, then Yi-Sang. I might level up Faust, then try Heath, Faust, Honglu. If that fails, Heath, Faust, and then we go level up Yi-Sang. Called Blue Star Ego. Praying for Batcliff, yeah, I am. Just go do that. Yeah, that sounds... What would a blue... Honestly, an interesting idea for some of the Aleph egos would be egos that have more of a downside than just SP. It would obviously have to be balanced, so it doesn't become just another Garden of Roses. But a Blue Star Ego attacking everybody on the field rather than just enemies seems really interesting to me, personally. Like, obviously, you would probably have to do more to the enemies to actually make you use it. But it would be interesting to see. You can't just spam it, it's got to actually have some thought behind it. Also, I have no idea what the sanity costs are going to be on it, because it's probably going to have to be absurd if Valve already has, what, 10 SP loss per turn? Basically means that anything more, you'd either have to up the sanity loss per turn or just up the turns. Which, yeah, not sure how it's going to be balanced. Also, the ego resources for it. It's getting to the point where where I think some of the higher end egos you just might have to use Boogaloo for. Because that is the right one, right? No, Suburbia. I think you might have to just use Suburbia. Because I have no idea how you're going to fuel something that takes like 20 on every slot. You're both enemies, less than enemies. I think it's cost. That'd be interesting, actually. A total reset to 0. That'd be interesting. I have heard people say they would like, what are they called? What's it called in Ruiner? The, Resonance ego cards? No. Manifestation ego cards? I feel like I'm getting that wrong. Something that, rather than being an attack itself, it replaces the skill set of the Sinner. Which I thought was interesting as an idea. Manifest, yeah. I think that would be Awakening. Might be Awakening. It's the ones like, Yes Odds, Magic Bullet. Synchronization! Thank you! That's the word, yeah, synchronization. Like, you get the admin cards of synchronization, yeah. I think that would be interesting for ALS, rather than just a one strong move. Something that maybe drains a lot of SP per turn, but gives the Sinners access to strong moves. Seems cool. And then also there's play there of if you can keep the sanity up, you get to keep it for longer. Would be really interesting, actually. But yeah, something that could affect both us and enemies. I think that would also be a way to balance it. If you're using Abno, yeah. I'm interested to see how difficulty changes in the future, because obviously... Okay, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I don't like the way Unbreakable coins were implemented. I don't think that... I'm making everyone Dawn Sinclair. Dawn Sinclair, but... Yeah. I was going to add a but to that, but no, that is just Dawn Sinclair. Actually, when you put it like that, it might not be too good. What was I going to say? Just completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay. I don't like the way Unbreakable coins were implemented. I think that as they were implemented, they're just very unfun to deal with. If they didn't activate statuses on hit once they've been broken, I think it would be better. But as it is, it's just sort of, you lose the clash. Prepare to... No, you won the clash or you lose the clash. Prepare to die either way. Anyway, here we are. More back... Force damage, yeah. And I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, it's not that bad. You're not actually taking much force damage. It only deals 1 per hit. But, yeah, but... Bleed. It would be better if it only inflicts status and deal no damage. The if it couldn't stagger as well, would be so much better. Guard to change forms required SPC control. That would be interesting. For ALF, that would be interesting. But yeah, Unbreakable coins, how they were implemented, I think I have a few different schools of thought in my head. Well, that's not the right one. Different schools of thought in my head for how it should have been handled. And I think as they are right now, stuff like the finale is perfectly fine. Stuff like the finale should be dangerous for you to deal with. It's a massive move. But I think it shouldn't be spammed as much. I feel that the current implementation of it is just far too over the top. It's like, because we go from Cassetti having 1 every, like, well, 1 per fight when you get him to 75% health. Then I feel it's a really interesting thing to make you have to go, oh no, he's pulling out the big guns here. But as it is, it's just, yeah, here's this basic grunt. They've got 10 trillion Unbreakable coins. Enjoy the bleed. Yeah. Because I get the idea is to make it so you've got to use an entire team. Isn't that just unclashable? Is it unclashable? I could have sworn... Yes, it is, actually. No. Barber. That's what I meant. I think he tosses it whenever he runs out of Blood Feast, but I may be wrong there. But yeah, Barbers. The way Barber used Unbreakable coins as a special move, that's cool. But having it just tossed out randomly, every single move, doesn't feel fun. Oh, that's annoying. Blood Fiends is far stronger than normal humans. Yeah, Unbreakable and the Coman's way-ish. That's another thing I don't like about Unbreakable. It basically turns every tanking ID into a non-viable ID. Because, okay, you can sit there and take damage, enjoy the 50 trillion rupture count, or, well, bleed count more accurately for this Kanto. Like, yeah, it just doesn't seem fun. A lot of... We get... Okay, so what do we need, actually? We need... we could get... yeah, no, we could get that. Yeah. I think they could have been implemented better. Yeah. Not sure. I think it feels a little bit too much like balancing in the wrong direction of making something hard for the sake of being hard. I feel it doesn't need to be like it is. What I like to see is a new status effect. Smoke would be interesting to see. Just if we're thinking about status effects from old games, Smoke would be interesting to see. As a sinking team main, I would be interested to see their take on different types of sinking. I'm not sure what you'd do. Well, make sinking the greatest thing ever again. But, yeah. Just feel a bit unfair as dodge. Yeah. That is something that it's it's basically the dodge Kanto at this point. Because it's basically meta to just go in with one ID and have them constantly be rolling. Uh-oh. And that's the end of this. That's the end of this attempt. Oh well. Because yeah, it just does become flat out meta to have one ID roll everything. Which, I mean, it's not necessarily a problem, but it just feels like it turns some potentially narratively cool moments into... Yeah, we know, we need to reset this. Potentially really cool moments into just use Lantern Don. Or use any Don with evade skill. That's another thing, actually, another gripe I have with Kanto 7. The final dungeon's ego gifts. Why is the only moderately good ego gift... Why is the only choice where it's a moderately good ego gift? Why is that marked as the bad one? Do I have one track on loop? I do. Whoops. That's... okay. Good catch. Yeah, I don't like that the only actually decent ego gift, that being the Hemo bars, is listed as negative, whilst there's the, like, horrible whip that isn't at all mentioned. Thank God, yeah, no. That was my mistake there. This bleed wasn't under Kanto 7. Yeah. You're going for an EX clear. No, I'm just going for any clear at all, really. This is not going well. Self-flagellation whip. Self-flagellation whip, and thankfully I didn't pick it up. I'll explain the reason why I'm running 3 Sinners in a bit, but... Okay, we might have to restart this. Yeah, let's restart this. God, what was I going to say? Yeah, that and the day pass caused me to restart the dungeon fully. Yeah, it basically meant that I had to fight Papa Don with She Don. Because I really didn't want to have to use a full team to fight it. Morris Peeper Sinner. Yeah, okay, so now I'll go ahead and explain why. Essentially, it's just because these are good damage and debuff appliers, I want Heathcliff to have as much as possible, and also if I've got 6 Sinners, all the SP gets divided out between them, versus just stacking it all in one. That's the only reason it was that easy, yeah. Because oh, let's reset that. I found out somebody was telling me that if you picked up both the Day Pass and the Self-Flagellation Whip, you gained, on the highest HP percentage Sinner, you gained 5 potency, 5 count per turn. Which is absolutely insane. Why LCB Faust? Let me show you. Paralyze. 3 offense level down. Max 2 attack power down. And then also, if I can get it, which would just be a nice thing, representation of meta. And then also, this isn't... Well, it might be useful if we can get Pride Resonance. It was really bad, yeah. Because it essentially meant I wanted to fight it. Would you have some backseating? Want some backseating? I'll just leave it to you. I reckon if I asked for it, go ahead. But for now, I'm just going to try this. Blood team... Okay, yeah. It's fine with a Blood Fiend team. But the thing is, it was released before the Blood teams were even Blood Fiend team was even a thing. Is it supposed to be that punishing? I don't know. I don't know if it was designed to be... Because the reason why I don't believe Self-Flagellation Whip and Day Pass were meant to be that punishing is because in the event where you get Self-Flagellating Whip, the other 2 choices are really good ego gifts. And it's just, if you hit a 1 in 3 chance... Well, it's not really a chance, but if you pick the Confessional Booth, that's it. you just get cursed for the rest of the run. It really doesn't feel like it was intentional. Now we're going to have to reset that. Which is why I don't believe it only benefits Blood Feast. Yeah. Which, if Blood Fiend teams had existed going into the dungeon, that's fine. Because you've got some reason to want to inflict 5 potency, 5 count onto you. But there's actually no reason for any other team to want to do that. It's like, It's like the White Gossipium choice on absolute steroids, because there's no reason to pick it with any of the team, and it actively hurts you. Guide to Ego Gifts. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I thankfully picked the season pass for the ticket, so I didn't screw myself that over. Yeah, that does seem like it. So, I mean, White Gossipium, I know people call it a bad gift, but on a bleed team, White Gossipium's actually pretty good. It's a regular knowledge check like Ob Corpse. If I would grant you that, if you could reset to any dungeon you wanted in the fight. But you can't. If you make a bad choice, you're stuck with it. Yeah, we're gonna have to reset this, aren't we? Yeah. If you make a bad choice, yeah, you're screwed. So try and get them down. Yeah, now the attempts begin. I'm trying running this team for a while, and if it doesn't end up working, I might go back to the old one, but slot in Faust as well, just to see how it helps. But yeah, I do think Kanto 7 could have been great. I think, well, no, hold on, let me amend that. Kanto 7 was great, but it could have been greater. You don't want Faust to clash. Faust appears to disagree with you on that one. But yeah, no, you've got a fair point. Not first scenes, yeah. Ego gets front loaded, yeah. That's such a pain with a normal team again. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up here either. Yeah, we're going to reset that one, I think. Unless they all manage to win somehow. I don't have, what's sinking? I don't have Yisang. He's currently level, like, 12, so unless you want me to go back to the XP Lux Mines, Honglu is your best shot. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the normal team and chuck Faust on it. Like Heathcliff, Clash, Bat Bash, and Tank Smackdown. -2, speed next scene. Okay, hold on. Let me try that. So, hold on, run me through this. See, defensive skill ego. That'd be interesting. Turn 1 is the most important for any fight. Yeah, basically. Blessed is he saying. Okay, so what are you saying? So he clashes. What? Clash Bash Bat, and then tank the rest. He's got to at the moment. Let's do that. You saying for he is ideal. That's annoying. Is this gonna stagger him? Yes. Might be a reset. That will be a reset, I think. Depending on how speed rolls go here. It might not be. That doesn't seem like something I want to be taking. Yeah, no, I reset. Yiseng over Honglu because you have... Yes, I would put Yiseng on. However, let me show you why I'm not putting Yiseng on. There. This is why Yiseng isn't on the team. I mean, I can level on through there. So, if you guys would be fine with me going back to the XP Lux Mines, I could level them up, but, back to the mines? Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go back to the mines. Sorry, everyone. Back we go. Yeah. Favorite flavor of chips? Do you mean crisps like that? Or like, let me answer that in two ways, actually. Favorite flavor of crisps? Why didn't I try Four Sinners? I've been trying Four Sinners for the past... How many hours by now? I don't know. Some base Yiseng. That I'm leveled up. I'll get back to the chips and crisps in a moment. It's because base Heathcliff, base Ryoshu, base Otis, and... Who else did I have? Maso makes for a really good team. Ishmael is great for clashing, but not really for damage. I've only now realized that Sinclair is actually quite good for damage too. Oh, chips. Crisps it is. Okay, I'll talk about chips after too. Crisps. Okay. Favorite flavor crisps? Any particular reason you're going expedition as opposed to automatically? I'm poor. I have 80 capsules, so I'm going through it manually for that extra bit of, efficiency. That's why. So you sing. Fair enough, yeah. But yeah, actually, just to talk about Yiseng for a moment, I have a really big soft spot for Yiseng because he was the first triple OID I got. 50% more isn't worth it, yeah. But yeah, I had hitting modules and calling myself poor. You have no idea how quickly I burn through those when I actually start having to use them. I have 5. That's fair. Yeah, unless running for thread locks, yeah. You don't have a blunt team. I don't have any teams, really. I have a sinking team. That's about it. I started playing in Season 1, but then I took a massive break until Season 4, I think. Because essentially I hit... I do MD all day when I'm bored, that's fair. Base Season. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, back to... Yeah, I had BL Yisang. And I know he's not a very good ID, but he basically carried me up until the point where I hit Ricardo, and then suddenly damage started becoming an issue. So yeah, because obviously having an... I actually used to run BL Yisang, BL Otis, Mariachi Sinclair, and a few other IDs, and I didn't even realize they were a bad team. Which I find absolutely insane to look back on now, because I was basically actively debuffing myself there. Slash employees, everyone had BLU sync. Did he? Did BLU sync come? It's been several years by this point. I cannot remember if he came. Has it been several years? I don't know. Best team of all time, yeah. That's good, but yeah. No. Surprising those companies easy until Ricardo, yeah. It's a bad team, the story's easy shit. Yeah. Yeah. So hard to play through the past in 10 days. That's fair. I can't remember why I took a break. I think I, from memory, killed Chroma. 2 years using. Yeah, it came free if you're an early player. I am an early player, okay, so that explains why I got him. Pre-registration. Yeah, okay. So yeah, everybody had BLUs, so that's why I had him. But yeah. I killed Chroma, I think. And then... No, did I? Yeah, I did. I then didn't do MDs at that point, because who did MDs back then? Did MDs exist back then? Maybe. I don't think I did my dailies too often. But, then Kanto 4 hit. I got, like, halfway through all the filler fights, and then got incredibly bored and gave up Limbus. And that's why. Yes, they did exist back then? Okay, yeah, so I did them decently often back then, but then when Season 2 dropped, I stopped. Because I really just didn't like all the filler fights. It just bored me. So I put Discord server. Yeah, I could, hold on. Yeah, Q, if you send the link to that. How fun is base IDs only? Depends at what moment in time you're talking about. Base IDs is most fun, was really fun before, and then when I hit specifically actually to claim their bones, which a video will be coming out on maybe this weekend? Not sure, depends how quickly I get it edited. But yeah, when I hit Kim, things started to get less fun. But I will say, if you ever want to appreciate every single time you hit a heads on a coin and not just simply click damage, do base IDs. I think I have lasting PTSD from doing base IDs, but it's decent. It's pretty fun. You do actually have to think for once, which is new. Holy Gloom Res, yeah. This is... yeah, that's a little bit insane. Gloom on auto, yeah. That is... If only I had some sort of Gloom resonance thing going on here. I'm honestly curious what the chances of that happening were, because it's, what, 1 in 6 both times for Heathcliff to have those? But yeah. Currently, the point that I'm at on the base ID challenge, I'm not sure if I'd call it fun. I mean, I'm just gonna Shishma. I don't consider them a base ID for the way I've set the rules up, because the way I've set the rules up is no IDs at all. So season 2, the season 2 Priest Fragger banner. That's quite early onto the season, actually. Then it's not too far in. That actually reminds me, there are some insane people that hit 1,000 BP level in the first third of Kanto 7 being released, which I have no idea how you do beyond just having no life, I suppose. But yeah, that's a little bit insane. The Battle Pass wasn't even fully unlocked by that point. Yeah. That reminds me, Korean Guy's nuts, yeah. Reminds me. When we get around to Kanto 7's final encounter, I'm going to have to do some interesting, bending of the rules. Because, as no doubt you'll know if you've done Kanto 7, it's impossible to actually use Based On for the final encounter, because Don at that point would be a really powerful person. Worked like a job. Yeah, I'm assuming what they did probably was Burn Team, Glints of Flames, also win. And I think that would probably get you through it if you had enough modules to continually claim a normal MD run. But yeah, what was I talking about before? Yes, so when we get to the final fight of Kanto 7, I've got a few things I'm thinking of what I'm going to do to get around that. I think the three things going through my mind are: use the closest Don to Based On, which in my opinion is Shidon. I think Shidon is the closest to Based On in practically every way. But if that fails, then if people aren't happy with that, I might try and beat it with every single Don ID. Just to see... just to show, if I did have access to Based On, I would be able to beat the fight. Or, third, and the actual fun option, would be to use Bloodfiend Don. Because I think that's just the closest to where Don is at that point in time. I think that if we're trying to match the base ID as close as possible, that's the closest we're going to get. Shidon is cracked. Yes. Yeah, you've got a point there. Could do BL Don. The problem with doing BL Don is I don't actually own BL Don. Bloodfiend Don. Using Bloodfiend Don would make for an amazing finish to the Kanto, and I think I might, because why is it not possible to use LCB Don? The game doesn't allow you to. It's physically impossible to use LCB Don. But yeah, it would make for a great ending, and the reason especially why I think it is because I've heard the Bloodfiend trio is actually really, really hard to do with base IDs. So it might be an interesting story point to get past the massive, horrible thing, beat Sancho, and then just use Sancho, because it would be a cool ending of the video. But I'll probably do one of the other Don IDs that are slightly worse off, just to show it is possible if I had Based On. The reason we couldn't use... The story reason why we can't use Don, by the way, if you don't mind spoilers for Kanto 7, is because that point in time should be a Bloodfiend, and they don't want to give us a stupidly overpowered person at that point in time, presumably. Because she doesn't put back... Based On is pretty good solo. Based On is very good solo, if I could use her. That sounds like absolute center. I probably will do that, though. But yeah, the reason we can't use Based On is because that would necessitate us using Sancho. Because Based On doesn't exist at the point of the final fight of the Kanto. Which would be cool, but also it would basically make the final fight not a challenge if we just get to use fully awoken Sancho. Actually sleep now. Kiwi, you need to send the Discord link. I'm busy clicking win rate. Have you sent it already? Am I just blind? I might be blind. That is always an option. You did. Hold on. Where in the world? Apparently I'm blind. blind, yeah. We only use ICB Don final fight. I'm certain you're not allowed to use LCB Don in the final fight because it physically doesn't let you. Nothing you can do lets you use... Here it is again. Hold on. If you post it again, I'll pin it this time. I can't... Maybe links are getting blocked. I really can't see it. Hold on. Let me... essentially the base ID would have been... Could have just given it... Yeah. Could have been done, but it wasn't. It's there. I can't see it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, let me not do that. Hold on. Where is it? I genuinely can't see it. But yeah, no, you can't use base Don. And you also can't have Don outside of the basic Sinners. Which is an interesting fact to bring up. Hold on, let me just quickly tab out and grab the link. Yeah, she needs to be on the basic Sinners or else you can't actually start the fight. Which is an interesting thing to bring up. 1 moment whilst this loads. Sorry if the stream goes horribly right now, I'm just quickly out of, waiting to try and get a link. Okay, that's not working. Will this work? Here we are. Here we are. There we are. Alright, let me post this in chat and hope... Oh, I may have just accidentally closed the stream. 1 moment. Yep, did I accidentally just close the stream, or are we still here? It's back. Fine. Oh. It's here. It's here. I didn't screw it up. Okay, great. There we are. All right. Cool. So it didn't go away. Great. Should work on both in story mechanically. I am actually interested to see how the story will handle it. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Here we are. Will this link work? One moment. Sorry, won't be responding to chat message right now unless I quickly try and grab a link. I could just hold on. I'll just make a quick disposable link to the server. Create invite. Copy. Here we are. And there we are. All right. Let me pin that if I can. But oh, I leveled up. Wasn't even looking. All right. I'm going to quickly take a break to stretch my legs. If you want to talk to people, join the Discord server, I suppose, and ask me any questions when I get back. Right. Let me just... Hold on, I'll turn the music up and then go quickly do something. I'm back. I think. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Okay, great. Right, back we go. We're discussing the Stratum VC. Fair enough. Alright. This is hopefully enough tickets. Let's just quickly do that so I can actually start regenerating energy. Alright. That'll be about 10 more. I'm really sorry, by the way. I was intending to do a lot of Batcliff runs, but I've ended up just grinding XP. At least I haven't started doing MD. That would be the ultimate misdirect. Yeah, okay. Back to the topic of modding. Well, no, to the topic of modding. Modding in based on specifically. I would. I don't know how to. I don't want to accidentally screw something up. If anybody actually had a system... Even players yearn for the mines, yeah. If anybody actually had a method for me being able to just run the fight outside of it and have all the same systems, that'd be great. Kiwi, if you're still here, when are you going to finish that? But yeah, as it is, I think I probably will just decide something at the time. Anyway, yeah, now that more people are here, how... Whoops. Right, am I back? I accidentally just unplugged my microphone. Can everyone hear me? Do I need to reconnect something? Yep, can all hear me? Great. Sorry about that, accidentally rotated my chair too much and unplugged a wire. Yes, okay. Now that everyone is here. End of. Yeah, now that everyone's here, how's everyone's day going? Or, gone. Why are we grinding, by the way? We're going straight to the fight, not going through a dungeon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, why are we grinding? We're grinding to get Yiseng up, so we can use him for Batcliff fight. Yeah. Simply put. Ideal farming. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, so it is. Hopefully, it should only be 1 or 2 more. Hopefully. Depending on how, like, quickly Yiseng levels up. I don't know, 4 out of 43 tickets to put that. Probably, maybe 2 more runs of XP locks will have enough for Yiseng to be up. Like, leveled up. That is one thing I really find annoying about... it's not too annoying, but it's just... It takes so long to get Sinners up. Let me try using that and see how quickly that makes the fight go. It's 43 blue tickets from 1 to 45. That's a little bit insane. Luckily, Yiseng is now at 33, so it hopefully shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, that's one thing I really... Why have I not been using this before? Everybody's weak to blunt. Ignore that. Anyway, yeah, that's one thing I really don't like about the game. Making a team from scratch takes so much time to level everyone up. Not skipping ego. You can skip ego animations? You can do that? I normally just hold... I hold down the click button to speed them up, but... Speed up. Yeah, I do that. We're at 20-ish. Okay. Let's see. Seeing this game could use a rework or balance. Yeah, I agree with that. I think... Oh, yeah, here's all these things I have. Hold on, let me click. if it was easier to get up to the levels you needed to get to, it would be... Oh, no, it's going to take, just quick mental maths. 5 more. But I... Oh, let's not click... I am... What have I done? Ah, here we are. Tried for 45. Need 16 blue tickets. Okay, so a couple more runs. If it was either quicker to get XP or just like level everybody up to the level at a certain point, it's not fun to create an entirely new team. That's the one thing I really don't like about chain battles. If up tie 1 ego. Up tie 1 ego, I'm poor. Also, yeah, those were IDs. I'm poor. That's why they're not leveled up. 1 to 5 on 3 leveling stage. That's so annoying. But yeah, that's the reason I really don't like chain battles. Are that poor? Yeah. Excuse me, it's my poor blue ticket. Yeah. Chain battles aren't a problem if you have an entire team of 12 sinners, but going from you're only going to need 6 sinners to you better have all 12 sinners prepared or else things are going to be far harder for you doesn't feel good. Especially when you talk to people about, I don't like chain battles because I don't have a full team, and they'll respond with, skill issue. Get a full team. So like, yeah, okay, that doesn't solve any of my problems, thank you, very helpful. Anyway, yeah, I'll show you how much stuff I've got left, because I'm very poor. Curse of having to build an entire sinking team up from the ground. Anyway, yeah. I just realised we didn't continue the favourite crisp flavour conversation. Favourite crisp flavour? Salt and vinegar. Not salt and vinegar, sorry, ready salted. Why don't they just gamble better? Yeah. Everybody knows luck correlates to skill. That's how this game works. Yeah. Favorite crisp flavor? Ready salted. Cheese and onion. Cheese and onion is good. I don't like salt and vinegar. I find the vinegar to be too acrid for me. But I do like ready salted. I'm honestly not sure how much you get for doing daily bonuses for thread. I really don't do thread locks very often, which is the reason why I'm so poor on thread. 45 thread of skipping. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah. Chip flavor, though. Chip flavor gets more interesting. I really like cheese fries. I haven't had poutine fries yet, but it's caramel flavor, crisp or chip. Lay's classic. I wholly agree with you. What? Oh, you saying it was out of ammo. I've never seen that happen before. Crisp. Caramel apple crisp. Really? Who designed that? 45 thread, you can upload pretty quickly IDs. I could do that, but yet again, poor. Let me just show you. Like, I've gone down 30 already. I mean, I could just skip the battle, but also, like, yeah, hold on, let me show you. Here. Here's the amount of thread I have. That's why they're all, like they are. And here's the shards I've got. Which is the reason why, yeah. I do have a lot of boxes, but also, yeah. Just fine for content you not expected. Yeah. Cool. The one thing I don't like about chain battles, if I did have a full team, was that it forces some, if people start dying, it forces some of your backup status IDs to come in. For example, Mariachi Sinclair here, he exists solely to give me this. Because more damage. But when I actually go into... can you ping me? Yeah, you can ping me. Pinging me is totally fine. My normal team layout, I used to run I just put I just had KK Rodian, so that'd be last. But now it sort of goes when I'm doing a fight, here, 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 here or here, depending on whether or not I want to use fluid sac. And then it goes sort of like snakes of this, 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 this. And Marich is last, despite being more leveled up than Don. Yeah, hold on, let me... Oh no, back to... Let's see how much we can get using up. What is this? Oh, what? Christmas apple. That, okay. Caramel apple, Mariachi's ass speed. Mariachi's arse in every respect. But yeah, caramel apple crisps. I can see the thought behind it. I can see looking at that and thinking, that'll be a good idea, and then it not being a good idea. Because I love caramel. And I think, if done right, it could probably be pretty good, but... And it was... Oh, it's salty too? Oh. A little bit of salt would be good, but not, like, overwhelming amounts. That sounds pretty awful. Bit of potato left. Oh, God. That sounds poorly designed. That reminds me, actually, has anybody here had the Oreo Coke? I'm curious just to see. Because the Oreo Coke... Yeah, Oreo Coca-Cola. It's something they did a little while back. I'm not sure if it's still in stores. It sounds good. It sounds... When you tell it to people, there's two reactions you get. It's either people going, why would anybody create that? Or, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oreo cocaine. Not Oreo cocaine, no. Oreo Coca-Cola, the drink. Sounds good. If you like Oreos, it sounds very good. Vanilla Coke. If you are going to have flavored Coke, I like cherry Coke. That's my personal favorite pick there. Anyway, the strangest thing though is it didn't taste good or bad. Which I'll explain. Essentially, it tasted like you were just drinking a Coke and eating an Oreo, but in two separate instances. Like, the flavors didn't mix at all. They didn't mix in a good or a bad way, though. It just sort of was the flavor of Oreo and was the flavor of Coke. Which is really strange. It's... like, if you like Oreos and you, for some reason, don't want to just eat Oreos, it works. But also, you could just eat Oreos. Oh, he's staggered that. Yeah. Chips, though. Back to chips. Favorite chip flavor? It's been a while since I've had them, but I do like a good... It sounds like worth preparing to eat together. But the thing is, they're not together. It's like you're having two experiences at the same time with zero overlap. Like, I can't explain it well. It's really strange to me. Because they don't mix at all. They don't mix in a good or a bad way, they just are the two distinct flavors. Sinking didn't want some sinking to hit it. Not sure, can't really understand. What's you saying be able to add sinking on mod from Heathcliff? Not sure what you mean by that, sorry. But yeah, back to making myself hungry. Chips. It's been a while since I've had truffle chips. I really like truffle chips. Like a good truffle extract on it. Not like overwhelming. Base IDs have terrible status account application. Yes, they do. They really do. But yeah. That or, I've had this a lot more recently. Bacon and cheese. Bacon and a good melted cheese on chips. Perfection. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. I'm making myself really hungry here. Yeah, recommend eating those. But when it comes to just crisps, has to be ready salted for me. Really for having status count. That is one thing cheeses go, yeah. But yeah, Project Moon, the balancing on the base IDs is really... Base IDs and ego are really weird, where... Here, bit compression. Not sure what you mean by that. But yeah. Where all the base ego are weirdly balanced to where if an ego has any attack weight whatsoever, they just crank the, like, cost up. Just to go back to Honglu. Land of Illusion is... It's decent. It would be interesting. But 5 Gloom cost. Why? It's not that good. Like, oh, yeah, actually, no, that's the reason why we're leveling up Yiseng. Right there. Yeah, in Phase 2, his shield gets sinking applied automatically when you hit him. So we're having Yiseng for that. But yeah, this would be a decent ego. But, like, here. Why? Makes no sense. Like, yeah, no. The reason why they've done it is because they thought this attack weight would be completely insane, but nowadays, like... Oh, not you. Like... We've got this? Which... Yeah. Is it understood now? Yeah. You've explained yourself more. Seen where all the gloom is on base IDs. Yeah, it's, Gregor has 2. Because he gets 1 on his skill 1. Well, technically he has 4. Then 1 on a skill 3. Where else is it? 1 on a skill 3. It's really... Oh, well, we can see right here. Yiseng also has some, apparently, but otherwise, not very good. Representation emitter is better? Yes. Just flat out, it is. Because the only reason why representation, like, representation emitter is so good is just because this, it justifies its cost. The attack weight is probably what Project Moon were thinking would be the strong part of this ego, but it's this. Also, I haven't thread spin. Wow, hold 2 extra SP, no way. Gregor's also healing. Yeah. I have heard people tell me that Gregor's affinities are really good and that I should run him, but to that I have to say, Jinko Geo. Like, representation emitter fell from grace. If you're only able to use base ego, representation emitter is still great. If not, like, nowadays we have, I mean, fluid stack exists. So, like, I really probably should... Support passive is just too good. Yeah, pretty much. How it was before. Oh, did it get nerfed? Or, well, taking no SP, presumably. That is another thing. Why does Land of Illusion take 20... Not 20. Does it take 20 SP? No, that's, representation emitter. Yeah. Why does it take 15? No, oh no. All of them take 15. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, I just don't. The attack weight isn't good enough to justify its existence. What actually is its passive? I haven't checked that. LSP for the... That's decent. What was Faust's Ego Skill passive used to be? Branch of Knowledge is 20, right? Branch of Knowledge is 20, and he loses an additional 10 SP if he hits heads. Let's show SP free Ego, unless you need it to hit damage. It's terrible for trying to hit damage. But yeah, where is it? Here we are. Branch of Knowledge, here we are. It is... Where is it? Where's the cost? Oh no, it only costs 10, but it then costs 10 if you hit heads. So if you're using it at 45 SP, then yeah. It's going to lose your stuff. Anyway, let's see. Can we finally be free? Back to the mines we go. 2 more? 2 more. Okay. That's fine. I've made myself really hungry now. I just had, like, some soup for lunch, which... Not exactly the best thing to have before talking about food for a while. But yeah. Yeah, Project Moon really thought attack weight was going to be massively important, and it's not. SP bit is important in Kanto dungeon or start 0 SP. I haven't thought about that before, actually. That's an interesting point. Like, you probably... The problem is, where are you going to find the gluttony to get yourself off of 0 SP? Where are you going to find the gluttony to use Branch of Knowledge? We have a pickle flavor of crisps, huh? Interesting. Amazing stuff. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Attack weight is the sort of thing where it can be really good at times, but in the cases where most of the time you're going to be spamming ego, it's not very useful. Because, like, attack weight here is absolutely insane, because he just builds up, like, 1 trillion attack weight and just kills everything. Because it's a chain battle, and he's insane in chain battles. But in a boss fight, he's not... like, attack weight isn't that useful, unless something's got multiple body parts. Yeah. Attack weight is one of those things they presumably thought would be game-changing, absolutely busted, insane, and it's not. Yeah. I'm really hungry now. Attack weight on yellow tremor. Yeah. I do feel like Tremor is one of those weird statuses where it's really good if you get it set up properly, but otherwise it's not. No way, status... Well, to explain myself, sinking is practically good always, because sinking is basically just attack up in a, like, trench coat. Whereas Tremor can deal thousands of damage, but you need to actually deal with it. Like, no, hold on. You need to actually think about what you're doing. You sink increments, going down, the power down. Yeah. That's why we're using that's why we're leveling up Yiseng right now. New representation of meta-passive. SP heal? I think? They're thinking, oh, got mass attacks. The reason why I'll say mass attacks are so good in Ruiner is probably just because of, like, they hit... hold on, let me think. They go before everything else. If attack weight went before everything else, it would be insane. But when you've got enemies with thousands of HP, being able to hit a few extra enemies isn't going to make much of a difference. What did attack weight do? Attack weight allows you to hit more amounts of enemies. Yeah, people are saying it. Also, it's everyone. That's the major thing that makes attack weight in Ruiner also busted. They don't get entirely cancelled when it's... Yeah, that is it. It's just... The difference between attack weight and mass attacks is the fact that mass attacks is a free attack, versus attack weight is basically just, you can deal additional damage if it wins. Ignore Heathcliff just murdering everyone there. That's what they do. How did I never... Honestly, that's completely fair. I didn't know about it until I got Wild Hunt. And then once I got Wild Hunt, I started looking into why he could sometimes hit more enemies. And then I figured out what I did. I actually only recently learnt what the game doesn't explain. Yeah, it explains nothing at all. So close. No. Yeah, I only realized what offense level did until, like, once I got practically 1,000 comments on the last video explaining, like, offense level doesn't mean that you lose attack power down for every offense level. It's every 3, which seems like a really strange distinction to make, but, I mean, yeah. At least I know it now, but, yeah, that was the original base ID video. Had a lot of corrections on that front. Yeah. I did try my hand at making a tutorial. It's terrible. It probably looks like a PowerPoint slide. I would not recommend going and watching it. But it exists. I did try and make one. Yeah, counter skills use defense level, right? It's not explained it good, yeah. Counter skills use offense level? Really? I mean, It's... Defense level is one of those really weird stats that basically does nothing. Because you're practically never going to be using a defensive skill like that. Like, there are very few IDs I can think of where the defense level is going to make much of a difference. Does defense level apply when you're just using the defense skill? Or is it just... Oh no, I guess it would. Yeah, it could be useful. Counter defense level, that's incredible. Because Musou gains, I think, 3 defense leveled up on his skill 2, I want to say. Which is really nothing, it's 1 extra shield point if that's true, but... Compare your defense level against the enemies. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's why Evade is so strong. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't have a count. What? Heathcliff has counter. Heathcliff's defense skill is counter. That's what it is. Oh, but most of the time has a block. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he doesn't have his Revenge Bat for most of his IDs, I don't think. But his base ID, the one with the Revenge Bat, does have a counter. 5 differences, rework, scale X, card level, and level plus X. That's interesting. It's probably simpler now. It's plus 1 for that counter as long as it doesn't clash. And if it does clash? Well, if it can't clash, there's only one that can clash. That I know of, which is this one right here. Are there other power counters? I don't think there are, because they used to be called, it used to be called specifically Special Counter, and then that got updated right before Kanto 7. Those clash checks like regular offensive good clash round. Princess Rodeo clashes too. Okay, so that's a new one then. Yeah. Okay. I haven't actually used Princess Rodeo because, well, refer to the prior conversation about me being really poor and not being able to level up my IDs. How long is this stream? I just want to check. Hold on. How long is this going on for? Well, I can check. 2 hours. It was it power counter before? No, it was special counter. Well, hold on. No, 2 hours. 2 hours of XP Lux. Truly great content. It was special counter when it existed solely on Heathcliff, because it used to be only Wild Hunt Heathcliff that had it, and then right before Kanto 7 got released, it got changed to special counter, because then after that enemies started using power counters. Because what is it? Hold on. Dulciana, the actual Dulciana, not just the ID, does also have a clashable counter, so they presumably changed the terminology because it was no longer a special counter. It's something that multiple people could use. Anyway, here we are. Finally, we're free. Let's not do that. Great. Let's change the music to celebrate that. There we are. Let's see, can we do this? Isn't this gonna copy? Does this copyright? Because I don't think it should be copyrighted, considering, like, what would you do if you played Kanto 4's ending? You just get struck down. All Millie songs are copy. Oh, alright, we're not doing that. Hmm. Is it really copyrighted, huh? Alright, let's instead... You know what? Screw it. Let's just put this on. Can I put this on without getting copyright struck? Oh, okay, so it's all autoclaim. Yeah, it's fine, I'll just change. Am I going to get struck down for using Barber's theme, yes or no? Should be good? Great, okay, I'll just have this on loop then. We can put some of the Undertale... Oh. Is it going to be good? We're good. Great, okay, cool. Let's go. Here we go. So mute through Patches of Violet there. It's a great song, why would you mute through Patches of Violet? That seems like the best way to do that. It's fine to use. Yeah, okay, great. Jesus. I'm not used to that. Alright, let's see. And then he can just tank it. Is Yusang going to win the crash? Yippee, he did. Oh. Okay, lucky. And then we apply some paralyze, is that? No, defense level down. Great. Oh, David, that's new. Okay. Patches of Violet was used last. I like it as a song. I think it's interesting to have it played multiple times, but not sure. Please don't tell me you're about to lose that. Alright. There's a claim if you fight the claim that let you prescribe me, you regain control of everything. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, let's... Let's go to David. And then... No, hold on. Right. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, then. I do like the way Patches of Violet is handled, in the way that it does play different parts of the song. That's nice that it is a progression when Kathy eventually arrives. Kind of diminishes the impact. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Because my personal opinion is with some Millie songs, they don't really have enough chance to be that. Who arrives? Nobody. It's so, I really don't like Compass, mainly because it just never shows up enough for it to make an impact. Because neither fight is hard, but the Pequod Trio is without a doubt harder than Gaska Harpoon, so you really don't associate anything with like Compass itself, because it's just a fight you ego spam through. Favored. Do I want to do that? Because I'd like to have their SP go up. Save the enjam, then? Yeah, that works. Actually... Yeah, that works. Uh-oh. Hopefully that was not a misplay. No, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Been enough gas to happen. Yeah. Yeah. It's Kanto 5, because all the actual developments loaded into launch without being spread out. Hard to fight 3 bosses, yeah. Oh, that's not good. As much as you can. Use a hit so we get buff. That's good. What's that, sorry? So, just block a couple of attacks here, and then do that. Smack down to flash. And then... Nah, let's do that. Although boss will get 17 defense level. True. Oh. Oh. Let's go. Now we're going to lose and he's about to get staggered, isn't he? No? I don't want to know the chances of that. Oh, that's fine. +6. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's tank one of those. Chuck a paralyze his way. Actually, no, let's... do we even get enough ego resource to use Yisangs? I'm not sure. If you like that, then yes. No. Everyone can use their ego. Not enough sloth generation. We probably do, over time, get enough. That's going to be problematic. That's fine. Uh-oh. But yeah, back to Compass. It's just not there enough as a song for me. Unlucky this time, yeah. That's a good clash. Yeah, forget that. Get Sanity up. Right. You can let Heathcliff get staggered once. Oh. Normally whenever Heathcliff... Am I really about to... Is that fine? Yeah, no, that's fine. Use counter Heathcliff. Why? What, let 2 free hits get in? Just hold on. Walk me through the strategy. What is this? So what do I do here? He's skilled to jam Bat Bash. Okay, so jam on Bat Bash. Then he's skilled 2 on Smackdown. And then Faust just unopposes. Use on block, really? I'm not ending on. Smackdown on the Bat Bash, okay. More stable. Okay. Uh-oh. There we are, fine. Patch Survival is my favorite. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's a fraud and Don could have beaten. Actually, my Don did get close to beating Camille, and then he hit the 0 damage point, which felt a little bit cheap. That or... There we are. And then take that and then use this on this. Let's go through and smack down. Yeah. Battle skill 2 on backdash, really? Yeah, I guess. Upper sanity. Fuck. And one senator offset the guard. Yeah, might have been a good idea. So he doesn't get the 1 power up. Yeah, would have been a good idea. Moral victory? Yeah. If he hadn't have started cheating, then we definitely would have won. Okay, that's... That's just... Why? Oh, okay, no, I get that. Solid Heathcliff, Don Quixote. Potentially. Yeah, this is annoying. Let's see. Go my luck. Oh no! Heathcliff always get... Well, what, Batcliff? Batcliff gets minus 10 SP at the end of every turn if he hasn't hit Heathcliff. Jam. Can you clash that? Unopposed, doesn't matter. No. Cliff, yes. Please win that. Damn it. And I need something. Dash again, fine. Saying you're ideal. I wish. Okay. Now... Wow! Okay, that's fun. I love the enemy mechs rolling. Dominating, okay. Oh, Heathcliff. Whenever he gets hit... No, negative 15 or higher SP loses 10 SP per turn. Okay, great. Oh, Dullahan, I wish I could bring Wild Hunt Heathcliff in here. Okay, and right. We just get a little bit of defense level down for next turn. Alright, and then this is the turn where we don't hit him as much, right? Because he's going to get a ton of power up. Tank too much. Oh, okay. That was last time. Yeah. Right then. Go my luck. Oh no. Screw it, my luck. Or 45 SP. Yeah. Yeah, he gets pretty high SP pretty quickly. Hold on. Go my luck. Hold on. How the actual hell? Alright, decent speed rolls. Never mind. Heathcliff, tank that for me. Not too paralyzed at him. Let's see what happens. Now we die. Yeah. Hopeless. Yeah, neutral, that's fine. Alright. No! Oh. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on! What? Hold on! Truly the ideal. What in the world? Okay, and then -2 clashing for oh. Or not! Guess I'll just die. Okay, hold on. Let's try and get rid of as much damage as we can. So, hold on. If I clash both of these two, because they'll go first, right? And then these will go after and deal a lot of damage, but at least I won't get staggered instantly, right? Go on the smackdowns first. But won't these attack first, because it goes left to right? Okay, great, that was a good call. Clashing ones always go first, really? I haven't experienced that always. And we die. Speed is better than Clash, yeah. First, yeah. Oh. Never mind. It's going so well. That's basically how every single one of my good runs has gone. So, I'm a little bit used to it at this point. Oh, wow, okay. Yep, that's a great first time. How the actual hell? That wasn't supposed to happen. Can the basin is my answer to that is what SP? What SP are you using for those evades? Truly ideal, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure, fine. How the actual hell? Truly ideal. Oh. And now he gets staggered. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe not? Okay. Truly ideal. And then if we hit heads, let's go to attack power down for next turn. That's... And we die. Is Batcliff cooked? No. That would be us. It's like roll skills and show the exact order they happen in. Oh, that's interesting. Basically, that's not how. I don't think that's how that boss. This what? Ugh. I don't think that's how this boss works. I'm fairly certain it goes from left to right. Because every time I've done it before, it goes left to right. What's my SPIRL? Minus 50. Honestly, I am feeling better about this run than I have before, because at least I've got people to talk to. Need for Yusang to get max speed, that would be nice. But yeah, it's a lot more infuriating when I'm just sitting here on my own, going attempt after attempt after attempt. It's far better to have a chat to talk to. Finish trip with a 1x1 arrow. Yeah, I'll check that next time if necessary. Okay. Let's go for this. That's a start, yeah. It's not here still when you play with others, yeah. Okay then. Lovely. Truly ideal. I don't think I had any right succeeding all of those clashes, but I'll take it. And then 2 offense level down, lovely. Which is technically just 1, but still. And then we... This is going to up his... Wait... I shouldn't attack him here, right? Because that's going to up his offense level for next turn when he's got the, like, stupid amounts, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do that then. And then... Should I clash these, at least? Or... If I clash them with these so they don't actually increase the offense level very much? And then offset, yeah. Yeah, this works. Right. Perfect. Now Yusang just tanks a little bit of damage, should be fine. Perfect. Ideal. And then we just go, this is annoying, do I have enough ego? Wouldn't have enough of that anyway, and... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Dominating. Favored. Favored? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, he's got a negative SP, yeah. Let's chuck one of these at him. Okay, are you doing something or not? Yeah. Yeah. Right. This is a strange position to be in. I'm not going to say anything. Is it possible to do this in the X-Clear? Yeah, people have done this in the X-Clear. I think it revolves around a Ryoshu strategy to deal a lot of damage. Oh no. How? How? What? Okay. How in the world does my Heathcliff have more SP than this Heathcliff? What? Huh. Okay. This is not a situation I've been in before, I must admit. Okay, we're just gonna do that. Dominating, favored. Okay. Great. Back to 34 sanity. We can lower it with these. We got robbed to paralyze. Let's do this. He has SP2 now, yeah. Don't worry, we can lower it. We have the technology. Truly ideal, yeah. There we are, paralyze, and clash that. Lovely. Alright. So then if we dominate... I'm not used to all these really good clashes. Can I... Okay, hold on. I think Faust is just forever stuck on no sanity, because there's no way I'm letting her clash anything. Can you win at least one against Heathcliff? Yeah. Get Sloth for Yisang, yeah. That's what I'm planning on doing. This is safer. Dominating, great. Do I ever manage to stagger him? On multiple of my other runs, I have gotten him to phase 3 before, and I think we're about to stagger him now. Double Clash Heathcliff won't do anything for us. The special things with this only work once per turn. Get sanity by clashing with our ego. If we get our ego to work, yeah, then we can do that. And please don't tell me we stagger him here. Great, okay, good. Optimal damage. How far... I'm not gonna go for a risky strat. This will stagger him. This has to stagger him, surely. Surely. Ego wasn't 20 SP to use. Dump all the Sloth on him. Yes, good idea. Save enough sins for Heathcliff to use the Ego. Yeah, this works. Do not offset, you'll stagger him. I don't want... yeah, true. Head 7 would be better when the level cap is raised. Maybe? Okay. The lights are flickering, huh. There is a minor storm going on where I'm at, so if the stream cuts out for any reason, you'll know precisely why. Ideal, indeed. Yeah, there we are, alright. It's not too ideal for damage dealing, it would have been better to stagger him with the first attack, but hey. No need to offset guard you to stagger, yeah. I've been scorned too many times by failing to get that stagger. Yisang can now use his ego, so use Yisang's ego now or save it for a clash in the future. Yisang ego when he's been staggered, okay. You won Gluttony for Faust. Here we are. Alright. So now we go here, here. Use this to... no. Off. Use this to get me the attack power up. Save this for clash. Save for clash or use it now? Use it twice. I can. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, that's fine. And then we use the Gluttony for Faust. There we are. Use it now. Okay, great. I can use it again later too. Back down the same time. Is it? Oh, interesting. Save for the clash, yeah. Save for clash. Okay, yeah, the haste applies next turn, that's useful, and then I've got it next turn if I need it, really. Three speed for everyone. Okay, so. We need Aaron Jam now, right? That is a lot of speed. Okay, struggling, that's annoying, but... oh, that's because he's got a ton of Rupture. First ego. Not all of them. Refer to my earlier comments about me being poor. There we are. This good? Yisang ego on his flames. Go Law Faust. Faust will heal that SP up. Use Yisang's ego? First ego on Smackdown. Both, okay. Okay. Okay, great. And now this should start to lower his SP, which is good. Oh, and he gets the attack down for the rest of this thing, which is great. Need at least 2 sinking count, which we can get from Aaron Jam. It should be fine. So provided we don't stag him before we get the enjam, it should be fine. Desync can once more use the ego. Do we have enough soft for that? I mean, we might do. That'd be good. Not in jam, skill 4. Not in jam? Hold on. Oh, yes, you're right. No, it's skill 3, which is up here. Heathcliff ego, yes. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Let me use Yusang Ego here. Which automatically means that this is easier to win, so it should be less of a problem for us. No, I want to use that. Then if we do this instead, I don't like that neutral. That neutral scares me. It's fine, he's not going to get staggered from it. This is fine. Okay. Full power down. Oh, yeah. Should be good. Okay. So that's 2 attack power down here now. Right? Plus the... well, no, it's +1 from that, really. Are we going to stagger him before we actually get the chance to lower his SP enough? Once more use of his ego. Next turn we get our full stop, which means we can actually start getting some SP down on him. Great. Ah, we didn't land the hits. Oh. 4 times in a row, yeah. I'm so glad I used Yusang Ego there. That, actually no, that would have still been fine, but I've died far too many times for that happening to me. Here we are, full stop. So... oh, okay, or not. This is problematic. This is fairly problematic. That'll be fine. That'll... okay. 15 here. Let's, we'll stop one-sided. Okay. And then we just let him take another one. Okay. I really don't like this. I really don't like that. Somebody is going to die here, aren't they? Faust evade. Faust can't hit any of these. Go my luck. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. If we can stagger him here, we're fine. Everything is still fine. He doesn't have his shield up anymore, I just realized. Okay, that's fine. We at least get a little bit of attack power down. Next turn, stagger. Watch him roll a 5. Okay. That's annoying. We can't deal with that. We need to stagger him. Well, time to see what happens. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no! No! Let's check how close he was to that stagger then, shall we? One moment, hold on, this needs to change. $40 damage off. Yeah. Yeah. Would you consider a Chains of Others spam team? Depends who's on it. I mean, I could add Honglu. It would mean I get one less. I mean, I could not double slot Faust. That would work. Always go against us in Heathcliff. That once he gets to stage 2, he starts using a Gloom skill that has fixed target on, so it would be physically impossible to change it, which is the problem if Heathcliff is stagger when it gets to that point. Alright. All our god tier Yisang luck has gone away. Okay, at least we physically can't lose this. Find a bad start, yeah. This is not ideal, indeed. But hey, that one paralyze. Why not? We're not going to do that. Honglu or Ryoshu? Honglu would be useful to keep his SP low, Ryoshu would mean I can kill him. Ryoshu deals a lot of damage. Plus that fragile application is amazing. Like, because here we get this. These two deal stupid amounts of damage. And then this is great. What's the benefit of offsetting? Benefit of offsetting is it means that the skill doesn't trigger. Which is really useful because his defense skill gives him something. Also, yeah, no, I don't have this up. I don't have this uptied. I'm poor, remember? Also, damage is useless. If we dealt 40 more damage there, we would have been on the winning track right now, but, yeah, let's add the Hongler. Which Ego suffers from taking away from body sack. Yeah, true. Change announcer. That'll do it. Yeah, okay. Go away, Hod. Let's keep it instead. Will this make the difference? Honglu is slot 1. I prefer having Heathcliff as slot 1. Because... Oh, you mean to give him more damage? Actually, no, hold on. You've got a point. Let's fight out this attempt. And if it's got a bad start, then we'll reset and give him that. Yeah, he's standing to low than dealing damage. Yes. Yeah. And that's not good. Fast tank's very good if she can redirect the attacks, which so far in every critical moment she hasn't been able to. Honglu needs 2 sorcerers every time. What for? Oh, to increase SP. Yeah, fair. Fast is just too slow. Yeah. Ideal. I mean, if this goes well, I'm happy to continue. I'm never gonna say no to a good run, but... Okay. That's inflict as being the slowest. Yeah. Paralysis on same turn, too. What? Okay. Cry every time in health. Yeah. Let's do this. One-sided coin. Never mind. You go here. All right. Honestly, other than the SP, this has gone pretty well. I mean, SP and then failing the first few clashes. Speaking of failing clashes. Honglu has one Gloom skill, which is his skill 3, from memory. I mean, Yiseng has quite a few, actually. We could... Does this count as a sinking team? I suppose. And the run's in. That's the end of that one. Honglu has a lost skill. Oh, so he's got a... We could throw him a so on. We could throw him a so on. Honglu does not have Gloom. Honglu does not have... Okay. Yes, Yiseng has Gloom. What if SC lost? Honglu cannot feel his own ego. Yeah. Why would you want to feel his own ego, though? Okay, let's... 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll add Maso in later. Heath has slot 2. Yiseng goes with flashing. Yeah, you got a point there. And then we'll add him in, if necessary. Yiseng can fuel Honglu ego. Yes, but also... Why would we want to feel representation in meta? Maso's bad. Maso's bad at clashing, but if we could get Chains of Others spamming done, it'd be pretty good. Let's go for that, and then... So, wait, no. Let's do this, and then have this offset, right? Does this heal us? Okay, cool. Who's Pride with Gloom? Yeah, fair. You won't. It doesn't work. Ah, fair enough. Alright. So it's speed 2 to 3. Actually, you've got a fair point there. That would be hellish. Although, if we've got him constantly bound, it might not be too much of an issue. Or multiple times, I'm going to say. Okay, one attack power down. That's pretty good. Can we stop bringing Heath? I wish. Okay, let's... Hold on. What are you clashing? Do we want... Okay, real talk. Real talk. Do we want the Hongler getting more SP, or do we want to give Yiseng the chance to clash a little bit? I'm just gonna let Honglu get more SP. Hold on, let's... Okay. Alright. Actually... That might be more useful. And then we go... like that. Don Quixote is definitely the best base ID for soloing. The problem is that we've got Heath forced. There we go, Honglu will be 45 SP. Representation emitter can... Yes, but we don't really fuel it very well. Because we need Gluttony to fuel it, and the only person that fuels Gluttony on this team is Faust. Honglu's Threadspin Ego do? I don't know. I haven't checked. The initial one is too terrible for me to consider that worth my time. Okay, there we are. Good, good, good. Okay. It's a good plan. Just gives enemy lower SP gain for one turn. Okay. Please. Please, Yiseng. Great. It's not worth it, yeah. Alright. Wow, this is actually a sort of sinking... Uh-oh. Right as I start saying this is a sinking team. It's sort of a sinking team. It's the strangest sinking team I've ever seen. You've got to be kidding. No! How? Yeah, that's about right. We had a good run just before, but... that one paralyzed, Krezza might be... yeah, oh, we can actually use it. What? Heath might have survived all 4. We only had one person that could redirect attacks. Yeah, it really is the Let's Go Gambling one. Okay. Let's see. Let's play this out. If Yusang wins it, we'll stick to it. Oh god, stumbled over my words. Okay. Ideal. Let's keep that. This might go well. Heathcliff heard me. I probably could have kept going there, but yeah, it wasn't really the best. I think you want to cancel the challenge because it was too easy. Yeah. Yeah. Project Moon heard me in the past and was like, yeah, no, trust me, it gets harder. Let's do... yeah. I really don't get how this boss isn't... well, I know why this boss isn't more known for being difficult. It's because whenever you've got a good like set of IDs, it's not actually that difficult, I would say. But the problem is when you're using the base IDs against a boss with a lot of HP, things get harder. Yeah, I really thought the Ahab trio was going to be like this level of difficulty. And then when they weren't, I was very surprised, but I'm glad they weren't. I probably would have gone even more insane. Okay, that's annoying, but there wasn't anything we could have done against her. Okay, next we give you minus 10. We are standard, yes. Genuinely, I'm far better off chatting to you guys than not. Because this amount of attempts would have already made me go insane if I was on my own. That loss would have just completely destroyed me if I was on my own. Okay, hold on, let's get some Heathcliff SP in here. And... yeah, okay. Let's increase Honglu SP too, because he's got 2 slots. Wait, I should have offset the... that's fine. Heath at less than 0 power. Could do. Parasocial Handball. Yeah, I guess I am. Are we about to get into negative SP? True, it wasn't a dungeon, it'd be even worse. Yeah, true. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let's push those like that. Can we use his ego yet? Yes, we can. That's great. I think that's worth it. Yeah, having the speed ability would be amazing at this point in time. Oh no. Fingers crossed. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. This is fine. Okay, actually, hold on. That negative 2 SP power down from the ego, I wasn't even thinking about that. That's pretty good. Let's go! Okay, negative 10 SP, that is insane. I never thought I'd see this on this boss. This is insane. Okay. Do I have another use of the ego? I do. Then we donate that. Really? Okay. Great, okay. The sinking sweeps, it really does. I was not expecting this. for rooftop balcony, by the way. I hope it does. I'd say 14 power up. That is insane. First tons of health. No! No! What? Why? Back to 21 SP we go. Which run is this? Base IDs only. It's a sinking Kanto, yeah. Rapid. This is fine. I'm not suffering mentally. Yeah, you favor that. There we go, okay. How many tries? I haven't been counting. Too many is the answer. What? I love hitting 5% chances. And we're back to how it usually is. Remember when we had Heathcliff at negative SP? If I got max speed, Mirror Heathcliff only flipped tails, I only flipped heads, it would be 100% possible. Am I winning? Debatable. It's not over yet. And then let's offset this. Is your game cursed? Potentially. This is not a good situation to be in. 5 SP game? Oh no, I mean 5% gaming! How long until the ideal run? I don't know. We just got a pretty ideal play there. Did you stagger here? Really? The heartbreaking, yeah. That's the name for me. Please. 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 Yes! I hope we don't stagger him here. Yes, okay, great. Because now we get the maximum damage from it, which is great. Okay. In theory, this should stagger. In theory. Yes! Okay, that is the optimal. That is the optimal right there, because we get to deal the most damage possible now. Save the Hong Lewis would have been ideal, but it's fine. This is fine. Okay, now we really want a end stop point. Whatever. We want this right here, which is good because that means when his shield comes here, we're good. This seems fine. Yeah. Representation has been fueled. Crow's Eye. Should I use Crow's Eye here? I think I save it. I think I save it. We roll the dice. Speed. It's fine. Trust. I need bind. Watch this. There we are. Never punished. Never punished. Anyway, now we chuck one of these on. Okay. Should have used it. I should have. Oh, do we use your ego then? Okay, this is... We can always use Yisang's ego, but I'd prefer... If I do that... Attacks that? Okay. We go here, dominating, dominating, and then you offset this. I want to get the SP down going quickly. Because as soon as we get this +1 from end stop stab, we're set. Because this means that we're now fine, essentially. Because we can now lower his SP whenever we hit him. Unless this instantly clears it, which I would not be happy with. No, it's still there. Okay, great. So it'll gradually build up now as we use skills. See? Uh-oh. Right. I should have... Oh no. Have I been punished? Have I been punished? No. We're fine. Debatably. If we can just lower his SP. Like a lot. Because this will lower it down to 40. Save the Honglu S skill 3. If Heathcliff gets hit here, I would rather not. I'm fine, I wish. I don't have enough moves for offset. You don't die, so you're chilling. The problem is if Heathcliff gets staggered here, I need to stagger Batcliff next turn, because I can't redirect the attack in that case. He won't get staggered here. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. That was worrying. I was nearly punished. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. SP obliteration, yeah. He's back to negatives, and we're chilling. This one I can't... Oh, I can redirect everything. Okay. Never punished! Precisely. Oh, no. That... Go, my crow's eyes. Favored. Okay. This is... How are you still doing this? You're supposed to be easy to clash now. Offense... Yep, missed that. We're just going to do that, and call it a day. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Use ego. Don't worry, I am. Let's clash off the crow's eyes. True. Can evade with Fast and Honglu. I could, yeah. I lower his SP here to the point where it's no longer an issue. This is fine. Watch him start hitting, like, the... What would it be at that point? 30% chance to hit all heads on every single coin? That's not ideal. That's not ideal. You're not allowed... Do I have enough to use the ego again? I do. Okay. This one we can't redirect. What if we do... No. Okay. What if we do... this, and then do that there? It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Until we hit next turn, and then hitting him starts dealing bleed, and then Honglu just explodes. Yeah, Honglu really decided to kill himself there. Honglu just has to keep evading next time, so that way he doesn't explode from bleed and has some time to heal up. Fourth time the Children of the City is playing. Children of the City is going to keep playing, because it's the best distortion music I've got. I mean, if anybody else has any suggestions, I'll put it on. Oh, are we about to stagger him then? Well, I mean, we'll only get him down to 90. Okay, hold on. Clown music at 10% speed. We're distorting, yeah. Honglu's about to kill himself again. That'll be the final straw. Okay, hold on. We need to offset this for one simple reason, and that's the fact that otherwise... Yeah. Okay. Fill up distortion OSD. We could do candles, actually. Rip EX clear. We're not going to be getting the EX clear. That was never an option. As much SP as possible, yeah. Okay, I really don't like how close Honglu is to dying. And stagger? Well, what do you mean? What's Philip's candle theme again? It's, hold on, what is it? We're getting 50%, we're at 50% haste. No, we're not getting EX clear. That was never an option. There'll be a check soon, yeah. Okay, so... Oh well. Yeah, I know, it adds fragile to him, which... And then his herd no more. Got it. Reach 900 HP and then he staggers. Alright. There we are. The reason why you don't want to use Ryoshu. It's fine. Go my Heathcliff! Shit. Yeah. I love Fragile. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. This is fine. Also, yeah, we now can't really hit him because here. Bro's distorting, yeah. Okay. Let's check which of these deals the most damage. Upheaval. Just win, yeah. Then these guys, they can't even hit. That's the problem is they can't hit because they'll just explode. Like, I'll do that. Okay. Dominating, at least. Favored. That's target fixed, so we do that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Missed the check. Okay, when you miss the check, you gain 3 fragile. When you win the check, you get 5, defense. You used Crow's Eyes last time. Yeah, I didn't expect it. It's easy, bro. Just block. Yeah. Luck equates to skill. That's how it works. Okay. You can not ego this turn. What, as in can't not ego? Offset with Hong. I can't. He's 5 speed, 3 speed. I mean, Heathcliff ego. Yes. But also... fuck it. We ball. Can't wait for everybody to get 10 trillion bleed. -2 from Crow. You're right, actually. Hold on, I didn't even think about that. Okay. Scared me in for a moment there. I don't like the bleed application, but still. Fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Is Honglu going to explode? Serious question. He loses shield in 2 turns. Okay, it'll be fine. I'm taking chances, it seems. Honglu's gonna die. I sure hope not. Honglu's chilling. Okay. Okay, that was actually the best there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bye-bye, Honglu. Uh-oh. This is fine. Everything is fine. Stop prioritize attacking with Heath. Yeah. And Heathcliff is about to get staggered. That's fun. Crow's Eye, yeah. I couldn't use it last time. But yeah, okay, Crow's Eye. Go my Crow's Eye. His shield is no longer here, so at least we won't take stupid amounts of bleed. Winning changes it 5 protection. OBS disconnected. Can everyone hear me? There we are. Am I back? Great. I've got a storm going on nearby me, so... Great. Let me just quickly... yeah, okay. How in the world did I do that? Double slot Honglu and Yusang. Speed, it's better to, isn't the next node unlocked? The next node is unlocked, yes, but also, no. I'm defeating this first. I'm reacting to a Hearthstone stream, yeah. Sure. +2 power on favourable clashes, but also -3 power on non-favourable clashes, which just isn't good for us when most of ours are going to be like, eh. So just use the tank. So, in terms of ego. The problem with it is, I really don't want sinners that power themselves down when we're in a losing situation. Like, she can stop herself from failing to clutch, but also if it's a unfavourable clash, then she's screwed. Also, if she hits the 5%, she's just gone. Just don't lose, yeah. Luck correlates to skill. Okay, hold on. This is fun. It's all sinking. Yeah! The problem is, we had him quite low SP, and then Honglu lost to 5 SP, and then he got straight back to 45. I prefer the safety net of... Okay, See, this is precisely the reason why I prefer having the safety net. Because it means I can at least clash 2 of these. Which then, I'll just do that. This is fine. Yeah, Honglu absolutely threw. He threw a favourable check. I think we genuinely would have won that if it wasn't for Honglu there. Oh well. And you get staggered here. Yeah, alright. We were punished. I need to keep it at 0 SP. What do you think I'm trying to do? Hello, welcome to the stream. Where, the music in the background tells you all you need to know. Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah. In this timeline, Dente is just fervently opposed to gacha mechanics. You say he's clip farming. Yeah, that's what Ishmael does. Basically, if she's doing fine, she'll do great. If she's doing terribly, she'll throw. Yeah, the fact that Mariachi Sinclair's speed range is worse than the base IDs is very funny. We may have been punished here. This is fine. Oh, did I accidentally I accidentally double clash something. Okay. The shield's ability. The shield. Okay, let me show you. +1 attack power up. Yeah, that's not worth it. Could have used Crow's Eye, no. Could I? It's fine. Yeah, I was going to reset there anyway. Remove Honglu. Honglu's great. You know what? Sure. After his complete and utter failure last time, let's do that. We really need to... If we get to phase 2 again, then we're fine. If we get to phase 2 again. We're heading back in Honglu. That was a sign, apparently. Add Ryoshu. You know what? Let's do that. Hold on, one moment. One moment. Alright. One more run, I reckon. Well, one more good one. One more good run. Let's do that. This will be fine. Let's see. This is fine, yeah. This is fine. Sure. How in the second mirror? I'm going to cross that bridge when I come to it. No, Heathcliff first. If speed's gonna kill us, speed's gonna kill us. That's the position I've adopted now. More less SP only triggers once. Just to explain. Wait, no, not here. Here. Once per turn. His actual losing sanity is nothing. There's nothing here. Alright, Roshu, this is your first introduction to the team. Please don't fail immediately. There we are. Nothing there. It's... I knew as soon as I said it. This is fine. This is fine. Nothing there, yeah. Funny you should say that. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Who needs the most SP? Boogaloo's clashing. Okay, we're gonna clash that. Then we're going to clash. He needs the SP. And then we're going to. Okay, wait, no. You go here. Favor. Great. Heath can't lose SP in mirror dungeons. Oh, that's fun. Well, no, he can lose. Oh, yeah, if you don't have a sinking team, yeah. This really is just the sinking Kanto. If you've got sinking here, you're fine. If you don't, good luck. Ow! Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Hey, at least we didn't give him very much attack up. Not ideal, yeah. Well... Yeah. Why is this the hardest boss for Kanto? SP. To claim their Yield My Flesh video that's gonna come out soon, as in, like, sometime in the next week. It's basically just any boss that does anything funky with SP at any point in time is a major threat. And it's just always like that, really. Okay, Honglu making up for his terrible showing last time. Let's hope this counts as to make the enemy trust, yeah. Accurate Wuthering Heights experience. Watch, let's go! Okay. This is fine. Everything is going well. Everything is fine. I just need to check, how do we fuel Ryoshi's ego again? Wrath, okay. Okay! Any boss that affects flashing any mana? Yeah. Richard just eats into Heathcliff's ego. Yes, but also... I like the damage up. It's good. I should have used Crow's Eye here, but we ball. That fragile, especially if you've got him into a stagger one, basically just makes our life so much easier. What was that about the base Ricardo fight? Hobo Batcliff is harder than interdimensional. Yeah. Ricardo can be cheese with Ishmael and Assault. It's not really cheese, it's more so just they're good against them. Oh, alright. Screw me, I guess. I love speed rolls. Can I stagger him? No. No, I can't. One stagger for Heath. That's... Just to... yeah, okay. This will count as the one good run, by the way. So, fingers crossed. Consider Immortal Ishmael cheesy. That's fair, but also my sanity. I'm happy she is immortal. No. Canonical Ishmael. I don't know what you're talking about. Why did I... That was a one-sided... Okay. I'm fine. My mentality is fine. Need a more lish for base ID. Yeah, I dread to think what I would do without her. Can I stagger him here? Probably not, but I mean I can at least take no damage, so that's fine. Is it 9.5? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Representation emitter. Yeah, I wish. How? Oh, actually, I can use representation emitter. I'll save that for when I can clash with it. Why not use Crow's Eye? There's your answer. Yeah, why not use Crow's Eye? I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. No, I'm still streaming. This is the last run for the day. I might start streaming more, but more tomorrow. But for now, I need to go lie down. Repeat the game is community is ideal using base sinners. There we are. Alright, staggered. This is fine. Yeah, base ID runs pretty much. Do I have Crow's Eye? Fair enough. This is fine. A lot of damage. Oh, I should have used... I mean, I don't think I can. Not enough wrath. Phase 2 time, yep. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Crow's Eye time. I should have used it. Never punished. Trust. Trust. Never punished. Never punished, indeed. Okay, now this is the point at which we can get him his SP down. Don't put on more epic music rather than the distortion stuff. There we are. Lobcorp Second Trumpet? Yeah, I could. Oh, here we are. This is... No, this is what we want. Hopeless, hopeless, hope. Uh-oh. 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 Undertale Yellow Fan, yeah. Crow's Eye saved me. Not necessarily. Frost of the Flames is amazing if I had... Yeah. So we just need to make sure no attack is hitting Heathcliff. Favored, favored. That leaves you unopposed, so you can go struggling. No, we go... Hold on. Faustigo, you're right! Good call. There. Favored, favored, favored. Unopposed, unopposed, so that we can get... this, then we offset that. Almost punished. Almost punished. This is fine. Everything is fine. Offset the shield. I did. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. Sorry, I get Wrath for Crow's Eye. Fair. Oh. No! Not again! Yo! Honglu nearly failed in the exact same way. Sweating. Actually sweating. No. No. Panic! What do you mean, panic? You're at -24! Huh? 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 How? Representative heal for 20. Oh. Yeah, well. And that's how it ends. Unless Ryoshu can somehow deal, like 200 health? No. Yeah, and I think that's it. Unless, hold on. No, yeah. Right. Well, and that'll be the end of the stream for today. Probably be back tomorrow, roughly the same time. How does panic work? You can't control your sinners. But, on that note, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll see you all tomorrow.